which game is better, Sonic Superstars or Super Mario Bros. Wonder? And definitely convenient seeing how the release dates for these games definitely do line up. Based on retail listing, Sonic Superstars is aiming for an October 17th release, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder confirmed by Nintendo is coming out October 20th. And that's crazy seeing how these two franchises used to be major rivals with one another back in the 90s. So we're back in that spirit again, and to bring in those nostalgia feelings, you definitely chalk up these two franchises with one another. But of course, if you're wanting my own opinion, I personally just say, play the games that you want. Doesn't matter if you play one game or the other. If one game by the mass majority is superior than the other, then that's fine. Just play whatever you want. But of course, I understand for most people, they probably don't have the spending money to get both games at once, seeing how both of these games are going to be $60. So they obviously want to see a video and compare the two and see whether or not one game is worth it than the other, and then eventually they'll pick up the other game at a discounted price, hopefully. So without further ado, let's dive right in. We'll start first with Sonic Superstars. This is coming off the heels of Sonic Mania, a fantastic 2D platforming game done by Christian Whitehead. Though of course, as I mentioned in my Sonic strategy video, Sonic Mania is more so a game that appealed to classic fans and didn't really try to expand that base rather than just the people who enjoy Sonic in the first place. And of course, Sonic Superstars is trying to elicit the more casual crowd that plays a lot of 2D platformers like New Super Mario Bros. U and Kirby Returns to Dreamland. Seeing how this game is going to have 4-player co-op, though local only. And on top of that, we have 4 playable characters from Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, all of them with unique abilities, most of their abilities coming from Sonic Origins. So definitely we have a vast variety of characters to choose from. And in terms of other differences from Sonic Mania to Sonic Superstars, Sonic Mania of course had a sprite-based presentation, while this game is going for a 2.5D perspective with 3D models. So of course there is a preference to the sprite-based look, but now seeing how most people are mostly enamored with 3D models and the such, it definitely makes sense to buck the trend if Sonic wants to maintain itself as a AAA property. And for me, I personally think the 2.5D look looks great. Sonic animates quite well, and that's mostly due to his character design thanks to the fact that Naoto Oshima was brought in to do the character designs again for this game. And on top of that, this game is also trying to add in brand new abilities for the Blue Blur to tackle with. As you collect Chaos Emeralds in the special stages, you'll gain new abilities to use for Sonic and his friends, like being able to climb up waterfalls and what have you. They're definitely making the Chaos Emeralds less MacGuffins to go super with, and giving them more purpose, which I definitely do like. In terms of level aesthetics, based on what Sonic Team has said already, the game is going to go with original level designs this time around. Though obviously they may take some ideas from past Sonic games, that's obviously going to be a thing. But for the most part, it's nice to see that we actually have some brand new original level designs in quite a while, and it's surprising that it's a classic Sonic game that's doing this. I thought it would have been a modern game, but we already know that Sonic Frontiers not only reuse level aesthetics, but of course, past level designs. And those are just the core elements we know from Sonic Superstars, and of course, people who were at Summer Games Fest actually got a hands-on with this game, and many people have praised the game overall, so that definitely brings in more reasons to why Sonic Superstars is going to be a good game. Now moving on to Super Mario Bros. Wonder, this was announced in the past Nintendo Direct, and this brand new 2D Mario game is coming off the heels of basically still games of the new Super Mario Bros. Games. I know people like the DS game and the Wii one, and I definitely do like those games overall, but afterwards you get games like New Super Mario Bros. 2, and even though the DLC was great, the base game was kind of boring, and New Super Mario Bros. U was kind of a boring slog in my opinion. So seeing this brand new 2D Mario game with brand new level aesthetics, a unique animation that definitely follows the 12 principles of animation, and brand new power-ups that don't feel like they're cookie-cutter power-ups that base themselves off of power-ups from Super Mario Bros. 3, you definitely have a game that looks relatively unique and intriguing. And you also have the Wonder Flower that brings you these drug overdose worlds, which are relatively unique. And of course you have some unique power-ups like the spiky ball that Mario transforms into to roll, and of course the elephant power-up, which, man, everyone definitely talks about that elephant power-up. And of course, much like the new Super Mario Bros. Games on consoles, Super Mario Bros. Wonder has 4-player co-op, with 5 playable characters from Mario, Luigi, Peach, a yellow toad, and Daisy. Definitely means in terms of story, it's not going to be the same Bowser kidnaps Peach again. And of course there's no demo for this game or no hands-on previews for the game, so people don't know exactly how the game plays. And now moving on to music, Sonic Superstars has Jun Senoue returning to compose music for Sonic Superstars with assistance from T. Lopes. And according to Jun Senoue, he says that he wants to elicit a classic feel for Sonic Superstars. And I know when people hear that, they immediately think to games that he originally composed, like Sonic 4. But based on what I've heard from previews and the Nintendo Direct, which showcase Sonic Superstars, I don't think there's a reason to be worried about, and maybe the music they're using is from T. Lopes, but I thought it was great overall. I didn't really have a problem with it. And as for Super Mario Bros. Wonder, we don't know who's composing for the music for that game, but I do know for a fact that based on the trailer alone, the base levels definitely have this acoustic feeling music. There's a lot of acoustic guitar riffs. It's definitely nice music overall in my opinion. gives you a calm feeling, and even when it goes upbeat, you're still feeling calm listening to the music itself. The only time the music goes up a notch is when you touch the Winter Flower and go into these trip areas, and it definitely goes with the MIDI kind of style music that you're used to in the new Super Mario Bros. Games. And finally, in terms of who's developing this game, we know for Super Mario Bros. Wonder it's going to be an internal team at Nintendo EPD, probably the same team that's worked on the new Super Mario Bros. Games, this time bringing a fresh new take on the 2D Mario games. And normally I don't worry too much about Nintendo EPD making a bad game, they normally make quality games overall. And as for Sonic Superstars, we now know for a fact that RSS is the ones developing Sonic Superstars, marking their first time working on a Sonic game, while Sonic Team is overseeing the project. And obviously people had some concerns about the fact that these guys are working on a 2D Sonic game, seeing how the past games they made definitely didn't elicit a quality standard. Though I'll say that at the very least, seeing how Sonic Team is overseeing this project, they want to make sure that this game is quality. They don't want RSS making dull levels like they did in Yoshi's New Island and such. They definitely want them to make quality level designs. And of course, Sega wants to make sure that Sonic's back to being that AAA quality title again. Obviously they haven't been perfect, but they definitely are trying. But that's all we have for today's video. Obviously, like I said, play the games that you want. There's no reason to bicker about which game's better and what have you. But you have limited money, play the game that you want to play first. And you have the money then buy the other one. There's no need to play it right away. But that's all I have for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Plus, don't forget to leave this video a like and subscribe as well. And you want to see more videos, I also do Dragon Quest videos, and I recently did a Super Mario RPG video. You should check out these videos here. I think you'll get a good kick out of those. See you guys on the next one. Take care.